Hip Young Grain, the prequel. Once upon a time there was a dong. But after the dong there came a grain who was very hip and with the times because he smoked weed every day and 420 blazed, aspiring to be like his father, the Chinese man who we don't care about. His name was Aiden and he was a cow who was a dog, but that is another story. This hip grain was in fact a mushroom because mushrooms listen to Taylor Swift on national radio but only on Sundays. Why Sundays, you ask? Well, you see, mushrooms have lots of poison and drugs, therefore cannabis. And if cannabis, then Illuminati, confirmed. Anyways, Hip Grain was walking with his best friend Blaze at Michael and he suddenly remembered that he forgot to remember to stop forgetting to remember to bring his MLG quick-scoping rifle to Sunday school on Fridays. Now, why would Billy do this? Stop saying bad words, said Blaze at Michael. Then he checked in with his furry friend Scoop the Loop in a shoopy shoop after finding a voice from his favorite rap singer, but then it took 5 minutes to process Wally 2. The newest DreamWorks hit. Hi, said Google, but he is not a character we care about. You see, Hip Young Grain was very retarded in his groin area, so he decided to pelvic thrust along the sidewalk. After reaching the local Billy and Jimbo's Mac and Cheeseburgers, he decided to take a rest at Verizon Wireless Convention. But then he had a stunning realization. Gandalf controls the ogres. Wow. Anyways, he stopped at a local Macy's inside a pickle jar and was astounded to find it being bombed by ogres and Bragra and Gandalf and his pet panda. Pandas are racist, did you know that? Then Hip Young Grain decided he was getting tired of communism, so he blew up the Death Star. Then he took the latest Ronald McDonald product, the new lotion for bathroom products, and was not satisfied with it, so he sued Poland. But you see, Poland was immune to Ebola, so Hip Young Grain migrated to Africa, a small city in Canada, and started selling dollar bills for $2 each. Then he realized he could roll up the bills and blaze them and be like 420 blaze it. But that is beside the point. Then Hip Young Grain was walking along the beach when we met a shady drug dealer named Han the Shoe-Padaloop and macaroni and cheese with jalapenos. The most MLG drugs he sold were Doritos. So he took some Doritos and sniffed all the powder off, but then he realized it was a trap. It Spock wasn't there for him, so he called upon the will of Zeus. But it failed him and Han quickscoped him in the nipple. After realizing that that nipple was a genuine Gandalf nipple, he took it and inspected it's a noose. It was rather ugly, so he sold it on Craigslist. But then he realized that Craig was the name of the devil and a bunch of random pregnant teens, male and female, came up to him and started chanting, "Your intestines are now forfeit, hand over the cookie jar, you ho," and then summoned Satan inside of Han, therefore turning Han into Michael Jackson. Tune in next time for the exciting continuation of Hip Young Grain.